4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. In the last video, we set up a bunch of things to prepare for tracking a single model's results. We've got a loss function, we've got an optimizer, we saw what TensorBoard is, we investigated what PyTorch's summary writer class does, it allows us to interface with TensorBoard, and we saw that when we instantiate a writer, it creates a runs directory over here, and by default, it's going to be saving our logs, or whatever we've told the writer to save, to this folder here, which is by default the current date time plus some information about whatever your machine is called. So in our case, it looks like this Google Colab instance is called something like this string of numbers here. Yours might be different. It might be your computer name or something else. But let's keep going. We also adjusted the train function to add some values here to our writer. You might have given this a shot. I've set the challenge to you in the last video to train the model with our updated train function. So note, not using engine.py or engine.train since we updated the train function above. So previously, let's set the seeds before we start, and we'll save the results to a dictionary. Previously, we might have used something like engine.py, or sorry, engine.train. But now, because we've imported the train function from engine.py into here, we've got train here, we're just going to use this function. So I'll just rerun that again. And I'm just going to go train, model equals our model, our efficient net B0 feature extractor. The train data loader equals what? The train data loader, of course. The test data loader equals the test data loader. And the optimizer is going to be the optimizer we created above. And then the loss function equals the loss function. And then the epochs equals 5. And then the device is going to be the device. So if all works well, this is going to save some information to our log directory, which is somewhere over here. So you ready? We're going to train our first model and track the experiments with TensorBoard. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Beautiful. Looks like we're getting quite good results with our feature extractor model already. 85% test accuracy. Is anything going on in the runs directory? Oh, there we go. Accuracy, train acc, train loss, test loss, train loss. Do we have the right thing? I think we do. Oh, oops. Okay, did you notice that? So we got train loss. We need to update this to be test acc. Okay, that would have been confusing. Let's rerun this. We'll try again. So this is going to resave everything to a runs directory. And the beautiful thing is it doesn't take too long to run. So let's just let this run. And if we refresh, we should have, okay, there we go. So we have accuracy, the test accuracy, the train accuracy, the test loss, and the train loss. Wonderful. So there we go. We get some pretty good results, close to 88% accuracy to finish off. Now, I wonder if we could go in here and then, do we have load extension? Or I'd like you, my challenge to you is we've got some files here. Now you'll see that these are saved as .tf events. Now I'd like you to give it a shot of how to view these with TensorBoard from within the notebook. So what you might want to search before the next video and we explore it together is how to view TensorBoard experiments in a Colab notebook. Because we're using Google Colab, you might be using something else. There we go. There's a good resource for you. Check that out, give that a shot, and we'll explore our model's performance results with TensorBoard in the next video. I'll see you there.